Hello guys, and welcome back to the Go-To. Haven't been playing around much in the planes, so let's take a look at that, shall we? Aerobatic planes in this case, maybe a bit of air raid as well. We will have a look at it. Aerobatics, a few things which are important. Just like in the drift with hothead and slippery, there are certain bonuses which are kinda important. In this case, you can already see it like it's a circle with an arrow which are more or less underneath it, and that is the magnificent bonus. In this case, increasing the scoring by 5.9% in aerobatic events. So it gives extra score. Obviously, I also have in the icon points itself, I have 25 points on magnificent, and that gives 10% scoring. So that's 10% more to start with, and then we have all these different bonuses. That would be 5.9. This one is 5.1. .5 and so on. So they all have like different bonuses. If I add it all up, I think I get about 38% more scoring from aerobatic events as it is. The highest I have is 5.9, so I'm assuming somewhere around 6 will be the highest. Around 40% in total here and 10% from the icon points itself. So I'm guessing you can get like 50% more scoring, which of course makes it easier to get certain events done. Because in hardcore mode, for instance, aerobatics, it's one of those things compared to other disciplines. The hardcore mode is actually pretty hard to get in some of the cases. A lot of course also depends on what you do with it. There are two events specifically which are kinda hard to do. One is in San Francisco here, and that has mainly to do with the bridge. If you stay around the bridge, you're good to go. Because going under the bridge gives you about 100 points in the event itself. So you can just by using the rudder to fly low enough, you're gonna get air drift, you're gonna get low altitude. And if you go under the bridge every time, that's like that one time, you do it like this, you just go in the, that's sort of the freestyle aspect of it. Of course you have some sort of stunts that you have to do, but if you stick around this bridge, then you can do in the freestyle, you can just do this for instance, to give you enough points. If you don't make it to get some low altitude and air drift and under bridge and all that, then of course you can also do the more air-based stuff. Fly around. You have the extreme mode. That's in most cases that is the handbrake. Whether you use it keyboard or whatever, or a controller or wheel, you press the handbrake. That is the extreme mode. So you go on throttle and handbrake. That's what I'm pressing both now, and then you just steer like 90 degrees. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. You get knife flight, you get snap, you get hesitation roll, you get a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4. And you keep doing that, yeah. Try to stay in the USA. Otherwise you get that flying outside of the map apparently. But you can do that like 3 or 4 times I think in the moment when you have like freestyle. And occasionally you get some air drift to go with it if there is some wind or something. Although I'm not pressing the rudder in any way. The tricky part is that yeah, you sort of need to get the hang of it to get it at 90 degrees perfectly with steering. So I steer, stop, steer, stop, steer, stop, steer, stop. If you don't like fulfill the 90 degrees, you sometimes don't get it. Let's have a look. What else do we do? Here on this specific event, you need also a couple of close calls. You can fly through the gaps of the bridge itself, or you can sort of go through the chords of the bridge. Play around with the lean forward and lean backwards. That's 2 close calls you get by doing that. And now flying through the chords. There we go, 2 close calls again. On the hardcore mode, I think you need like 2 times or 2 and then 1 time 4 close calls. You can also just ride through the gaps of the and sometimes you will get it, but sometimes you will not get it. So that's a bit of a problem. So it's better to go try for the chords itself, fly through them, and then you usually get them as it is. Now that's sort of the theory, and then of course there is the reality. Let's have a look and see how it actually works out. I'm just gonna do like the 2 most hard ones to get. The other ones are easier to get, and let's have a look. Where is it? The Golden Gate. I'm gonna put it in hardcore mode and see where we end up. Also, yeah, like in my case, I play with a keyboard. I played some larger planes, not that interesting. I would go for something small, whether the HR rocket Harman thing or this slick. I'm using the slick, I kinda like it. I also use the slick in air race itself. And then you need to learn the sequence. The sequence of the stunts is always the same, so you just need to learn that. I already know now that I need 2 under bridges, a looping, and a low altitude to start with. So that is what we are going to do. Gonna lift up, but we're gonna keep it low. We're gonna keep it above the water just with the rudder. Just go under the bridge. Rudder left, we get another under the bridge. Immediately do the loop. There we go.
Holy crap, that was a sweet stunt!
And now we keep it low, as I mentioned before. Get the under the bridge thing. Air drift, low altitude. And you just keep doing these circle things here. That's another under the bridge. That's another one. Now we need 2 close calls, a looping and a vertical up. We'll start with the looping. There we go. Now we do the vertical up. There we go. Now I flew a bit too far away from the bridge. And then the result is that I only get 1 close call. So I have to go again. No, I'm not even getting it. That's the problem of it. In free drive you get them always. Finally get it. Go low again. Close call is a bit of a problem occasionally. Low altitude air drifts, or especially in hardcore mode, you need extra points from these. You need a roll. Need a knife flight. And we need 2 close calls again, and hopefully we get this. One of them. Go down again. Low altitude air drift. Call looping and an outside looping. Let's start with the looping, but yeah, you already see it. We got it anyway. It's the outside loop, and then you have 4 of these things which didn't really count very much. Normally you can do these 4 close calls as well, and for this sequence, and then you score over 6 now. But if you stay around this bridge, should not be that hard to do once you train a bit with it. It should not be that hard to get it. And of course, get some parts from it as well. Now we're gonna have a look on the parts and see what we get. This one is not that interesting. This one neither. And also this one not really giving us what we really need. So what I'm gonna do with it is have a look on the other planes if we need some parts somewhere. Not exactly. Just replace the green parts then with some color ones. That's also a bit of a problem. Not really smart loot. So the system does not really know that I need like the first gearbox here and the exhaust. And the same on this plane, I need gearbox and exhaust. Oh no, the exhaust I already have, but only the gearbox. So I need 2 gearboxes and an exhaust to put all my planes at 220 at the moment. That's sort of for the San Francisco thing. Now we're gonna travel to the Keys. Not immediately gonna do that. First gonna have a look at the area here. Here the keys to the key is definitely the bridges. You can score 400 or 500 points by just sticking around very low here and do all of this kind of stuff with the bridges. It's a wrong angle, but you get the idea. I just did like doing that here. We can do like 4 or 5 bridges at the same time. Because they are all different bridges, highway bridges, and you get a lot of points. So again, low altitude air drift and the under the bridge, which counts quite a lot. Especially with the magnificent bonus on it, giving us extra points. So that's kinda the key feature. Next to that we have the whole ocean here, where you obviously can also get the inverted low altitude, which you will need at one point, I think. And also that you can of course combine. Keep it low under the bridge. Just need to be careful not to get water, of course. Let's have a look how that looks if you put it into a hardcore mode event. Change the difficulty, travel to, and this time we will start it up. Also here, same story, learn the sequence. I already know now, just like on the San Francisco track there, that you need to keep low and under the bridge. So just go straight, keep the plane low, go a bit to the right and you will find some bridges. You need low altitude and under the bridge for sure, and I also think a looping, but you can do that after you went under the bridge.
1.
Go up a bit to move that barrier. Low altitude and what do we need? 1 under the bridge and a roll. You can do the roll now. Keep the plane low. Keep it under the bridge. If you don't hit the pillar, that is. Oh, we need 2 rolls. Can you? Also in freestyle, try to stay under these areas here. Put the water away. Let's get up a little bit here. Under the bridge. Seeing I was doing this in free drive. I was still there when the sequence started, and I immediately get like the low altitude to begin with, and also the bridge thing. There we go, completed again, and we're back on the bridge here. Let's play around with the rudder. As you can see, getting many points from these bridge things. Now we need a bit of looping stuff. outside loop, then vertical up. Outside loop. Low again. Get the idea already. Low altitude, air drift. The bridge thing again. With about 1 minute to go, I'm already also hitting the bridge. Keep low again. We need another bridge again. We need low inverted. Then we climb up as high as we can. Dive down 250 meters. That's a bit of a problem. I climbed up to about 270 meters, and then you go down. You would say that's enough to get the thing going. There we go. 7,700, and I've messed it up here and there, for sure. I think I scored 8 or 9,000 the other day. Let's see what we got. Also here, nothing special. And also here, nothing really a good one. We needed 1 in 4, so basically this can go. Radar and nitro, not really that important, and the green part has no bonuses, that's definitely not important. Those are like the 2 most difficult ones to get, I think, in hardcore mode. There is also one, is it Lake Tehu or Tahu? Let's change that and have a look there. There's one where you are messing about in the fog. That doesn't seem to be this one, unless the weather still needs to change. Oh no, this is also, this has also mainly the key feature here is the lake.
3,
Stick around that lake and you will do
2,
just fine.
1.
Fly away from the lake, you might have some
You're going to
issues
be
getting
asked
it.
to
You need
perform a list
5,000
of
points.
stunts. Finish one list, and you'll get another.
Air drift. Looping.
Lists done. Now, strut your stuff. Between lists, you'll get some time to freestyle and really show what you can do. Mastering both is what aerobatics is all about.
Vertical up. Oh, it was an outside loop. Tension. Vertical up. Balance it out a bit, and then you do the outside loop. Then you do the nose dive. And immediately get back
Time
to
for
the
you
lake.
to show off your style. Freeze style, that is.
Oh, Jesus. Making a measurement, that should be fine. Here we have low altitude, looping in a roll. That's low altitude, do the looping. Roll.
This is when you cut loose again.
combine it a bit, like do the roll that you're doing the nosedive and then get another extra one. Oh, pay attention.
Here we go again. So go crazy.
And the rest is bonus because we already reached the objective. If you use the extreme mode, it turns faster, so you can do some combinations. So if you stay around the lake, yeah, you should be fine to get this one. And the rest is, they're all doable. I think those were like 3 hardest ones to get on hardcore mode. This one is completely useless. And we finally have an exhaust, which I needed on the Spitfire, I think. Yep, there we go. And see, my plane is 220 from these events. On hardcore mode, you only get 220s. You do them on normal mode, you can get lower parts. If you open loot boxes, you can get lower parts. So do them on hardcore mode. So I still need 2 gearboxes for these 2 planes, and then the rest is the Zivco, the Slick, and the Harman. I already have on 220 as it is. But I'm focusing on the Slick here for the simple reason that I have the magnificent bonuses on them. Can of course take them up and put them on another plane and so on. But this is with the keyboard, these small planes work best. That's sort of what it is about. Aerobatics. Once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard to do. Airwise, do these things. 90 degrees cuts, combination with the handbrake, which makes it faster. But if I don't use the handbrake, then you get like this. Then it turns, but it turns way slower, which makes it harder to get like the exact 90 degrees. We'll get there eventually. If you use the extreme, it just goes faster. And to use the extreme, use the handbrake. From what I make of it, on controller, keyboard, whatever, it's all the same. The handbrake button is the extreme mode button. And then the plane turns faster and also drifts faster. Those kind of things. Taking a look at the aerobatic planes. I will do another video later today where we'll have a look at the air race as well. We'll see you guys then, and bye for now.